Right. So we've had monthly jobs last week. So we've had an initial pullback just in front of monthly jobs, and then that has meant we've come off of this support. You can see all the support down here. Oh, no, this is Dow Daily, which, sorry, where's my pen? Come on. Yeah. So you can see all this support down here throughout March. So into this early part of April, all we've done is just come into the March support, and at the moment we're trying to hold. So we've got to get back above 39 and a half, and obviously the big 40K if this is going to work. And at the moment, yeah, I think there's a lot of strength in the market. The data that keeps coming in is very positive. We've got US inflation this week. I think that is definitely the key number for the week. And let's have a look at when that is, because I've forgotten. I think it's Wednesday. Um, yeah, Wednesday before the open. So yeah, we could potentially go sideways until we get for a couple of days until we get this inflation out of the way. It's crucial because the market is expecting interest rate cuts in at least June, and so we need that inflation to be pegged back if there's any hope for this to come to fruition for these rates to drop. If they don't, if we break Thursday's lows, then I can see it's coming all the way back down to the 23 highs, which is 37,800. So, I mean, the fact we closed higher and closed above this support here on Friday, it suggests that we can still go higher. So I've been buying dips today and just looking to see if that can continue. So cutting across to the FTSE. We had growth in today, didn't we? Let's have a look. I thought there's some UK growth figures coming out. Anyway, we're quiet on the UK front this week. No significant UK data. Okay, we've got GDP on Friday before the markets open for the UK. So US inflation Wednesday, UK GDP. Well, the market, you can see how this average is holding up. This is a 20-day average. So we were a little bit underwater down here in late February, but ever since then, every touch of the 20-day average has held. So we look as if we can come and see 80-50 at the moment. So pullbacks on this 7,900 is viable on this one to see if that can push up as the week unfolds. Quick look at the Nasdaq. And that's under the 20-day average, so that is not healthy. But we're hovering around that 18,000. We're just above 18,000. Nikkei holding support. We've got a lot of Chinese data coming through. Where's the Chinese indices? We've lost it. Can't find it. Moving on. Let's have a quick look at the Russell. The small cap US index is always a good indication. Yeah, so we're just knocking our heads up against this resistance at the moment. So if that can sit higher in the next day or two and break that high, then we're coming up to 2,200. Otherwise, so I suspect we might float around here for a bit. And then we need to work out if we're going to break that low or hold that high and push higher. So at the moment, the dip that we saw last week has got bought. Just a question of if we can get through this data. But cut a long story short, I'm still buying dips. Right, let's have a look at the dollar. Right, so at the moment the dollar index is coming off. So we've had this little spike into 24 highs, which is sold off. We're holding the 20-day average. We do need to stay under this 104. The euro dominates this basket, this dollar basket. Let's have a look at the euro now. Right, so euro came down to this support and held. Here's the neckline, which we're holding above at the moment. So at the moment, the euro looks higher. The euro looks as if inflation is much more stubborn in Europe and UK, particularly UK at the moment. So we look as if these dips are viable with a move back to 24 highs, or 24 highs are right up here. So I think that euro is viable. Let's have a quick look at the pound yen before I move on. Yeah, pound yen dips. This is a really tough, good move early part of the year. And then all these touches of this trend line I got bought. At the moment, we've got a higher low there. So this one looks as if this could potentially go back into 198, 200 potentially. There's a lot of resistance just above us, a lot. But I say that the dips are viable at the moment on pound yen until we see any significant sell signal. But there is no sell signal at the moment. Right, let's have a look at oil. So oil is trading sideways under this 87 is a tough area of resistance. Um, we have been very overbought at these highs. I think we need a good yank down to about 82, 83. So I think that is going to tread water as well. I don't think it's going to stop treading water until we see 82. Yeah, so we come to 80. So I would really keep an eye out for that 82, 83 this week, because I think that is buyable gold. So we've hit we're trying to get in touch with that 2360 now. It's very, very high. We are divergent up here. RSI is a good divergent indicator as well. So we've made new highs with a lower high on the RSI. So we are due, at the very least, I think we're due a pullback. And so that's going to need to watch out for inflation as well. Moving along to commodities, the wheat is at long last doing it. I got in too high, but it is increasingly looking like it could break this 580, $6. Um, if I'm right, at some stage in the middle to the second half of the year, we'll see $8, at least $8. If we start, if we can't sustain $6, and we're not even there yet, we're just underneath it. Then this will either go sideways or potentially fall off. So the last thing I want this to do is to go sideways. I need this to go through $6 on volume to have any chance of doing anything like we saw in summer last year. All right, so it's holding up, needs a lot more follow through. The other grains are similar. Um, let's get some more commodities on that. That's Bitcoin. Let me look at some more commodities, because commodities are fascinating right now. So orange juice went crazy last year. That is settling down into this 35 area. Natural gas has had a bit of a push. So that chart pattern at the moment is working out. So any dips back into this support is viable. I would really like to see 1750 before I engage that. So I'm not in that gas. The copper, so we had a deep pullback in February, and now we're reaching for 24, 23 highs already. So any pullbacks to 41 in the copper. Coffee, it's cocoa that's gone crazy. That's coffee sitting up. Anyway, so I'm liking the commodities a lot. Cocoa's gone bananas. Right, let's look at some sectors. Here's Pan-African, looking about to touch that 23.5, doing well. The others are very similar patterns, I believe. Yeah. Griffin, pullback's been bought. Centamin is streaking ahead. That was 78 not so long ago. That's getting through 120. So they're all benefiting from gold. Let's have a look at the energy stocks. So we've got Tullow doing well. We've got gold, GKP doing well. BP, is BP doing well? Yeah, BP's holding up. So commodity related stocks are very good. Let's look at the healthcare. GSK pulling right back. That's had a good run. So it's coming back into support. I think any push into 15 is viable. Bristol Myers. I'm buying Bristol Myers. I mean, I've got a position at 51.40. If we hold up here, I'll buy more. AstraZeneca sitting on support. PFE. I think these are all in really, really delicious areas of support. Look at Hood. Hood is still sitting up there. BT. It's sitting on this we tested this trend line 3 times. So if we can now close above 110, I think this can get going. Volumes are okay, not brilliant. If we start closing under 103 and obviously the pound mark, then that's toast. Rolls-Royce is still holding up. All pullbacks in Rolls-Royce are getting bought. Barclays is doing well. So we'll look at things like ASOS. It's a terrible stock. It's had a good move here. Too risky. Uh, Too risky. Right, what stocks would you like me to look at? Have a look at some good bellwethers. Next, it's had a good run. That's pulling back. This is Royal Mail Group, isn't it? Doing all right. Sainsbury's has had a good run, just resting. Chewy. Yeah, these dips in Chewy are looking good. Yeah, we haven't looked at enough text, have we? Let's look at some text. I haven't looked at Micron for a while. Wow. And this is what's lead. I mean, yeah, the US techs are the ones that are leading the way. Um, I hate buying into high stocks. I would need to see that come down to 98.50. That's not that can still go higher. That's a yeah. Even today, it's seen some very strong movement. AMD, much prefer AMD chips myself. Always bought AMD for some reason. I think they work better on for graphics. Now, AMD, this is potentially a very nice opportunity in AMD. Because if you buy around here and we can close above 175, I think that can get another leg up. So potential bull flag here, but the volumes are coming in, so this looks like a good opportunity in AMD. Mellanox, don't know that one. Is that one? Oof, what's happened to that? Is that a buyout or something? That's have I got the right ticker? I don't know what's happened to that chart, but that looks as if that's been bought out or something's gone on with that. What made you want me to look at that? Wow, that went from 96 to 125. You still there? What made you want me to look at that one? Pardon, Nvidia, right, okay. Has that been bought out by Nvidia then? Oh, well, just out of interest, why did you want me to look at that? Because that's not tradable. I'm confused why you want me to look at that. Anyway, um, well, yeah, of all of those, AMD is the best. I, that's not tradable. That's gone in my book anyway. Let's look at FCX. Look at more of these commodity. Wow, FCX is really going out nicely now. CCJ, these are US stocks. MU, these are all doing really well. Oh, MU just looked at. Nvidia, yeah, let's have an update on Nvidia. I just thought of it, oh, wow, it keeps going, doesn't it? Let's have a look at Direct Line again. Let's come back to UK stocks. Because I was looking into this one last week. Because I think now the story's gone away from this one. I would like to see this settle down and then potentially buy some of this. You never know. If that came down to 170 and held, I would buy some of that. May not do it. Maybe it's just going to sit up here and start closing higher. But if that returns to that breakup area, boomerangs back down to 170 on direct line, I'm in. I'm just going to be very patient on that one for now. Right, anything you want me to look at? Yeah, let's have a look at some of the other commodity related ones. Good idea. Um, just come on to Rio in a second. Yeah, see this EMG, I've talked about this all through a lot of last year as well. This was down there, well, early last year, we're down there at 173. Oh, this is Man Group, isn't it? Here we are back up to coming into 24 highs. Elementis, this is the one I was going on about. Yeah, see, you can see how I've marked this one up. This was down here at 87. We're currently just heading for 150. This is why I like the commodity related stocks. TPI cap is already running as well. Yeah, Shell. We talked about Shell already. Well, we talked about BP, didn't we? Yeah, all of your energy stocks look good as well. And Rio. Yeah, Rio's really getting some momentum now. If you're not in this, 5090 looks good. Because that looks as if that's heading up to 23 highs and beyond. Let's do an update on this. Yeah, all that support down there at 47, 48. So any pullback to 50, 50. Assuming we close here, is this UK? Is this listed on UK? Hang on. Oh, anyway, I think this is one listed on the UK. So buy 50, 50 tomorrow. Iron. Yeah, I'm not sure I can find that on this one. Hang on. Yeah, the buy signal last week, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure what the ticker is for that. Um, Brilliant. All right, I'm going to leave it there. But on the face of it, we are set for some further upside, particularly in commodity and energy related stocks. So I will bid you farewell and yeah, anything you're looking at during the week, post it in the Telegram room. I will obviously do my best to update that if anything is going on. Otherwise, have a good week and see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.